All right, my friends, a beautiful day for some flows, stretching the wrists, working our balance. Let's begin in cat-cow position. Breathing in the nose, out the nose, modify as needed, and always use control. It's great to have you here today. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, tuck the chin round the upper back, up towards the sky. This is cat. As you exhale, drop the stomach, pull the shoulders back, and we have cow pose, stretching the spine, also stretching the wrists as well. Inhale, round up, tuck the chin. Exhale, drop. Keep the tension out of the face as always, tension out of the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw, the neck. It has no place in our lives. It only pulls us down, pulls us down. Let's do two more of each. Slow it down, round it up. Keep your breath flowing in the nose, out the nose. Keep breathing. Good steady stream of breath. And then drop into cow. Mooning the lake. I think I'm doing an extra one here. And drop down. Cow. All right. Let's stretch those wrists a little further, going up in the forearms. We're going to turn them this way. Or you can have them out here or forward. Use your best judgment. I'm not there with you. You always have the final say. Ooh, look at this. Shoulders relaxed. This enough right here is a massive stretch up your forearm. Whoa, big bird. Up your forearm into the wrists, into the triceps, the shoulders. If you want a little more, you can rock forward and back. Got himself a fish over there. That tends to happen by the lake. As long as I'm not fish food. Forward and back. Keep your breath strong. In the nose, out the nose. Keep those toes relaxed. Good. Always keeping that flow. And then after this series, I'll turn you over to Gwen Lawrence, and she'll really give you some great work on those wrists. Two more breaths. You're always welcome to hold these stretches longer, anytime, any place. Ooh, all right, bring it up, shake it out. Oh, a few shoulder rolls as you're shaking. I'm so happy the sun popped back out. It's been overcast most of the day. Hit record and here comes the sun. Okay. Dolphin. Forearms down, palms flat. Bring your bum up into the air. You can modify with your knees down. Sinking the heels down towards the mat. We're going to combine this with Vinyasa Flow. Take a couple breaths in your dolphin, pressing back. Relax the shoulders. Resting the wrists. Putting the weight into the forearms. Now bring it up to downward facing dog, fingers wide. Press back further on this angle. And then we pass through a Vinyasa power flow. Inhale, gliding forward into plank. Keep gliding, lower down. Extend the legs back. Inhale, lift cobra or upward facing dog. Knees off the mat, your choice. Lower back down. And then back to down dog. And then dolphin. Dolphin for 5 breaths. Let the breaths move through the entire pose. Oh yes. Every inhale increases, every exhale increases. You have more to work with each breath. Now again, down dog, press back. Long stretch. And visualize it. Vinyasa Flow. Now let's do it. Forward down. Find your back bend here. Everything's all right behind me, very good. Lower. And once again, dolphin. You get the idea, keeping the flow, keeping your breath. Let your focus be only on what you are doing right here, right now. One more breath. Happy dolphins. I know it's a challenge. You're working your shoulders, your arms, your back, your legs. And you're thinking of a sweet, smiling dolphin. Hands down. Press back. And let's flow. Power flow. Every muscle engaged with effortlessness. And lift. There's people sitting over there. I always get a crowd over here. Now lower down. All right, press it back. Again, let's open up those wrists a little bit more. Woo! All right. Here we are. Turn those fingers back. If it was tight the first time, it should be a little looser this time. Add the rocking back and forth if you dare. Woo. Excellent. Find your threshold, find those limitations, and maneuver around and through, always massaging for more mobility, more possibilities in what you can do. 3 more breaths. Ooh. Our wrists are going to sleep well tonight, aren't they? All right, woohoo. Sitting on the heels, shake out the wrists. Oh man, that is good. You know he did something good. Something very transforming here. They really shouldn't go close to the water. I might have to intervene. All right, 2 more shoulder rolls. Never let my son get that close. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them. If I run over there, just keep stretching. All right, let's come to down dog. And left foot forward. Give me a lunge. You can drop this back knee down or stretch that leg. Eagle lunge. Opening up the forearms, the back. Left arm forward, right arm underneath. Bring it around, fists or hands together. Get away from there. I sound just like my dad all the time, God bless him, which is good. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, round forward a little bit. Feel that stretch, working some balance. Oh, good. Someone's honking their horn over there too. That helps the flow. Actually, it's good for me. Teaches me to just stay focused, tune everything out. All right, my friends. Now turn into triangle pose. Line up the heels, turn that back foot in. We're gonna go on a diagonal here. We're going to unravel the arms, place this hand on the leg, extended triangle, long stretch. Down the side, you could stay here or go into half moon for more of a balance challenge. I'm gonna scooch this foot forward. I'm gonna put the weight into that foot, left hand down, and we reach up. Half moon. You can take this hand off the mat if you wish. Whoa, that is good stuff. You force your body to adapt in real time. Stronger balance, stronger movement. All right, bring that foot down. Whew. Hands down, step back, Vinyasa Flow. Forward, down slowly, elbows hugging the sides, and then lift up. Open the chest. There's a child coming over here. And then lower down, and then press back, down dog. Good, stretch it back, long arms, long shoulders. Now bring the right foot forward, and we have a lunge. So we have lunge with the eagle arms, right arm forward, left arm underneath. Bring it around. There's somebody walking over here. And we would add the movement. There we are. Hello. Oh, sorry. You told me to be quiet. Inhale up, exhale slowly down. Open up the back. I have to charge him for being on camera now. Good. Stretch. Fingers up, elbows forward, shoulders down. Now we're going to move into the, oh wait, keep this here, triangle. Now start to come down, then release. Hand on leg and stretch. And if you want the half moon, take the foot forward. The weight goes onto that foot. This hand down and then reach up. Take the right hand off the mat for more of a challenge. All right, step it back. Whew. Melting down, Vinyasa Flow. Open, squeeze the glutes, protect the low back, massaging the ribs. Now take it back to Dolphin. Forearms are down. And sink those heels back and down. I think I swallowed an ant. 3 more breaths. Now they're yelling. All right, let's have some fun. Big finale before Gwen grabs you and takes you into her beautiful stretch series. So let's bring this foot forward. We turn this back foot in. As W.C. Fields would say, Godfrey Daniel, mother of pearl. So we're going to go to the warrior. Bend this leg, line up the heels. Now the wrap. You can place the forearm here and extend. You can also take this left arm underneath, right arm around. Here's the wrap. I did this recently, the wrap, in a video, and a lot of the comments were, why didn't you do Bird of Paradise? I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to add it on here as an option so you can stay in the wrap. Or bring this foot forward and lift up. Okay, I can't make any promises. And extend the leg for more. And we have Bird of Paradise.
Okay, when you're too far away, please come closer.
Oh, shut up. All right, bring the foot down, step back, boom. Let's take a flow here. Forward, down, 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 and then lift. Birds over there. Lower, feel that stretch, and then down dog. All right, do that flow on the other side. Take the right leg up. We have the warrior. Remember, you can do side angle or the wrap. Opening up the back, the chest. And if you want the Bird of Paradise, left foot forward. Come on up. Oh my. There we are.
What, Jay? No, Jay, you're gonna get lost. Come back here, please.
All right, come on down. Boom, step back. Let's do one more flow for good. There's an ant. There it goes. I love ants. They just bite me a lot down here. All right, forward, down, and lift. All right, take it back to Dolphin. Let's finish here. Finish strong. Take 5 breaths, stretching those heels towards the floor, lengthening behind the knee. There it is. All right, knees coming down, sitting up, shoulder rolls. Beautiful work, my friends. And now may I turn you over to my good friend Gwen Lawrence, who's going to take you even deeper into the wrists and the balance. Take it away, Gwen.
Hi everybody, Gwen Lawrence here. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to focus on regeneration and restoration after you do all of your balancing work and challenging your wrist joint. So let's get right to it. When we're balancing a lot, we're really holding isometric contractions in our inner thigh, in our outer thighs, our core. So let's give it a little break. Let's open it up a little bit. First thing we're going to do is lie down onto your back and having your arms out in a T, straight out from your shoulders, and legs straight out. Let's flex those feet and alternating legs, bring it up, across, up, and down, okay? Keep going like that. So you want to keep both legs strong and straight with a nice flexed foot. We're going to get the hamstring, the IT band, that low back. You might even feel a little hip glute. And the little side bonuses, some chest, anterior shoulder. As you warm up here, two things I want you to think about. I want you to think about the working cross leg, getting as close to those fingers as possible without bringing the fingers down, and keeping the shoulder blades plugged into the floor the best that you can. Okay, we're going to go about 30 more seconds. This one gets so many joints and muscles. It's a really nice standalone move. It also squeezes that stale air out of the lower lung. Sometimes when you're doing a lot of balancing work, you're focusing so deeply that you tend to hold the breath and you're not really getting those nice deep cleansing breaths. One more each way. And then knees into your chest. Squeeze the knees in and let's rotate the ankles a little bit. Several times, exaggerated circles in both directions. So as you could imagine, when you're doing your balancing poses, all of the little lower body, especially ankle and foot muscles, are called to action, and they're just constantly working and adjusting to balance you there. So let's get those ankles working too, and squeeze and release the toes. And rock yourself up to seated. Swing the legs around onto your hands and knees. So we're going to further open up the feet. We're going to have the knees about hips width apart, if not closer. Toes are tucked. I want you to peek down and notice that the heels are straight up to the sky. So do not let them drop out, nor do not let them slouch together. Okay? You're going to come back, butt all the way down on the heels, toes tucked, heels straight up to the sky, and walk yourself up. So in the beginning, you might only be here. Some people like to grab a block and displace their weight a little bit, but know that eventually you're coming up without arching the back, shoulder, rib cage, hip in one line, right over the ankles, and hold. So not only are your ankles, feet kind of worn out after balancing work, but this helps with plantar fascia problems. It helps with speed, increasing your speed because you get more power to push off when you have more range of motion in the ankle and the toes. If you're a swimmer, this is going to give you those flippers for more power kicking. I know this is not always very comfortable. If you're in an acute turf toe or Achilles plantar fascia problem, lay off this one until you feel better, but know that this is something that you should continue to do so that doesn't happen again. We're going to stay about 30 more seconds. Try not to come out. Try not to give up. If you're really good at it, then think about descending your weight into the ankles, through the feet, into the toes, less gripping, holding, and lifting out, and more of a melting in. One more deep breath. And then onto your hands and knees. Untuck the toes and just rock them back and forth a few times. I know it's not the favorite. It's not a fan favorite, but it certainly is necessary. And by the way, if it's a deep stretch for you, it's one you should be doing. So let's go the opposite way now. And I prefer people to grab blocks. If you don't have blocks, A foam roller works, stacking pillows, rolling up blankets, anything that get your knees a little higher. If you have blocks to the same size, we're gonna go like this, and you're gonna go ahead and climb your knees up on the blocks. Okay, this time toes are untucked, and you want to feel the toenails on the floor. And then again, little by little, we're gonna bring the hips back till they touch the heels. If you tend to have knee issues with both of those, roll up a towel behind. So you're still getting the pose, but you're not over flexing the knee. And I should have said that before. And then if you can, we're going to come upright. Okay, so now you can see we're getting past the ankle into the shin, all those lower leg muscles that work really hard to balance you. We said it was a regen day, right? Or regen time after all that nice hard work you did with your flow. So sinking. Even if you do a big leg day, it's nice to do this stretch after, memorize some of them. And if it's easy for you, again, think about sitting in. So most of the time in yoga, I'm telling you to lift out, to pry out, to lengthen. And for this one, I'm asking you to sink and descend. We're going to stay 30 more seconds. Try not to come out, please. Take a deep breath in. Remember, you could always go forward. You could have more blocks and displace your weight a little bit until you feel good enough to sink in. You want to feel a stretch. You don't want to feel knifing, bad, compressive pain. Okay, take a deep breath and carefully come forward. Off your support. Let's tuck the toes this time. Rock back and forth. I like to stretch one leg back at a time. Some people prefer to go into a down dog here. So whatever works for you. So just like we opened the IT band in that first move, we're going to target the inner thigh a little bit here, coming onto your hands and knees. If you have those blocks, let's put them this way now. And notice my hip is right over my knee joint, hip joint, knee joint, and slide it out into a frog pose. So the feet go out or the knees go out as far as they possibly can. Everybody's different. Every day is different, especially as a regen and post strength work. So see that my hip is still in alignment with my knee. I'm not here and I'm not here. Essentially, my hip joint is a 90-degree angle, my knee joint, and my ankles. I prefer to have blocks so that I can weigh really heavy in the blocks, my chest, upper body. Once I do that, I notice that my groin and inner thighs stop fighting so much and really open up. So try to release from the waist up, feel that stretch from the waist down. This type of inner thigh work also nice to help protect the knee. Some people aren't far enough down and the bones are grinding, the knee bones are grinding into the floor. If that's the case, before you go down, roll your mat lengthwise 2 or 3 times so you have a lot of cushion. So usually in my classes, we do this for about 5 minutes. This is a short post-flow regen, so we're going to do it about 1 more minute. Soften the belly, head, chest, torso, super heavy. Last 30 seconds. Can you get out there a little further? If the knees can't go any further and you want more intensity, try to bring your hips back 1 millimeter. That should do it. Eventually you're off the shoulders are not involved. Take 1 more deep breath. And then arms like you're going to do a push-up. Bear weight into your hands and bring the legs together. And just come into your table pose with a couple of cat, cow, hip circles, both directions. And staying right here, the other point of this regen session is wrists. So we're gonna come onto hands and knees, shoulders right over elbows, right over wrists. I want those fingers spread, okay? You're going to push into your hands and make a perfect handprint on the floor. And then very carefully, we're going to do nice big circles. Do not let any part of your hand or fingers detach from the floor. Strong arms, and go the other way. Feel free to play around with how close together your thumbs are too, especially if you're more flexible. If you bring them closer, you'll just get bigger circles. Okay, and then come back to center. If you need to come up, shake them out a little bit. And now we're going to bring the fingertips out, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Spread the fingers out, same rules apply. Equal space between each finger, make a perfect handprint. No part of your hand, no finger detaches, and do some circles. Oh, did you hear that crack? Wrist crack. If you feel a particularly juicy spot, don't be afraid to hold it there. Keep going. You're gonna get into your forearms here too. And then other direction. And back to center. Bring those hands up, flap them out. I think even better is bringing the hands together, interlace your fingers and make little circles until you feel a little bit better. We got one more. We're gonna have the tips of the middle finger against the knees, if you can. If you can't, just go as far as you can until someday you're 180 degrees, right? So tip of the middle finger right up against the knee. Equal space between each finger, make that perfect handprint. Hold here, push the floor away. This might be fine for some of you. I feel it all the way up my forearm, past the elbow joint, my bicep. If you're good, slowly bring your hands forward. And you never really need to go past right underneath your shoulder. Okay, so you're going to very gently do some circles. It's gonna be very tempting for that thumb to pop off the floor. Try to really keep it glued down. Feel the effects on your forearms here. And then switch direction. Keep breathing. And then come to center. Now we're just gonna go forward and back. And when you come back, the wrist joint peels off the floor very slightly, just enough to slide a piece of paper under. Feel it all the way down through the palm to the fingers. If you're on the computer a lot, this is a necessity. And then come to neutral, carefully unwind, unwind. Same thing if you want to just come up and flap them out, roll them out, bring them together, make little circles. Everybody's gonna feel better doing something different. Shake, shake, shake. And there you have it, our post flow for balance and wrists. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.
Add our best-selling Yoga for Athletes books to your library.